Okay, now we'll take a look at today's EcoSchools at Home activities for school grounds. So the first category is all about watching trees. So for nursery students, that's sitting beneath a tree and listening to the noise that the leaves make as the wind blows through them, and imagine what would the trees be saying if they were talking to each other. For primary students, we want you to pick a tree from your local neighbourhood and give your tree a name and write a diary entry from your tree's perspective. Secondary school and college students, there's a short clip called the World Wide Web that thinks about how trees interact with each other. We want you to create an ecosystem and food web for a UK woodland about how that might change if trees are removed. And then for everyone, there's an additional task of doing a bit of tree surveying and thinking about if there's enough trees in your area to make everyone happy and healthy. The next category is all about lichen and moss. So for nursery students, we want you to have a good search outside to see if you can see any lichens or moss in your area and have a really good look at that. Then primary students, we want you to find some lichen or moss and again, take a really good look and then produce a bit of art all about that. For secondary and college students, we want you to think about how lichen and moss are indicators of air quality. And there's a link there that you can use to sort of determine the air pollution around your home and carry out a bit of a lichen audit. As an additional task for everyone, you can have a go at growing your own lichen and moss, and there's plenty of information on the internet about how to do that. Again, for all people, there's a green fingers activity. So even if you can't get to your school where you've got growing areas at the moment, you can still potentially have a go at growing some vegetables on a windowsill, such as spring onions or salad, things like that. And again, there's lots of YouTube videos about how to do that. Then we're going to think about ground designs. So for nursery students, that would be drawing an image of what you want in your grounds, using lots of colour and think about the plants that you want in there as well. For primary students, we want you to think about what it would look like in different seasons. And for secondary students and college students, we want you to design a new natural area for your school grounds and think about the costs that would be involved in that as well. And again, for everyone, there's something called Living Connections, and they provide sort of virtual resources and tours that you can do all about nature.